What's up, everybody? I go by the name of Awesome Nobody that is, and this is a walkthrough of Disney Plus. Disney Plus pretty much launched on November 12th, and I bit into the hype, took a big bite, and ordered it. And not only did I order the monthly, but I ordered for the whole year. I just went ahead. I didn't want to have any problems. Sometimes those automatic debts will really, really mess you up. And, there's been a lot of jokes on Twitter where people have been saying, like, they're paying monthly for Netflix, they're paying monthly for their phone bill, monthly for the phone, which is different now. They're paying monthly for Hulu, now they're paying for Disney Plus, they got gym memberships. People are racking up like over $100 in monthlies for all these services, and it's ridiculous. Pretty soon we're going to need to have a service to sort of organize the services to organize a service. What are we doing here? But anyway, I don't know if anybody walked through the Disney Plus yet, so I figured I would just walk through and let you guys see what it is. I mean, this is pretty much what it looks like when you first log in, and it just sort of looks like Apple TV a little bit. Not necessarily like Netflix. Gives you some choices. It reminds me a lot of iTunes actually, and it pretty much has all the same functions. You can create a watch list. Then you can break it down by originals and movies and then series. Then you can switch between Disney. This is pretty much the Disney Vault, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographics. Now I'm sure you know which section now I've been spending a lot of time in. Yes, the Marvel section, and a little bit of Star Wars. Not the Star Wars as much. I did watch The Mandalorian, but I pretty much watched every Star Wars series known to man. But Marvel was the hard one, so I started off with Marvel, and then I also went to some Disney, more so in the Disney afternoon. And I think maybe coming up this weekend, I'll probably watch some of the Avengers. I haven't seen Avengers Endgame yet. Again, I did see it like 3 times in the movies, but I didn't see it at home, so I'm gonna have to watch that again. There was some. So here I'll just talk about my favorite shows on Disney Plus. I'll talk about some weird, obscure shows on Disney Plus that nobody's really talking about, and then I'll talk about some classic shows. Right? So here we go. So let's see, what is this? So of course, so first thing I did was click on Marvel. I wanted to see where the Marvel stuff is. Where's the Marvel? And I didn't want to watch a movie. I wanted to go to the series. I wanted to see stuff that I did not see. So right now, Runaways is on my list because I definitely didn't see any of the Runaways. Now I know this was either on Hulu or it couldn't have been on Amazon because I have Amazon. So I think it was on Hulu. So I'm gonna click the plus button and that adds it to my watch list. And it says here, 16 discover their parents hide a terrible secret. After stumbling on a plan with devastating consequences, the kids team up to stop their parents before it's too late. Wow, I didn't know it was their parents. Wow, that's pretty deep. So that was Runaways. So it looks like there's one season. I'm trying to see how many episodes, because I don't know anything about the Runaways. So it's 10 episodes. Okay, it looks like each episode is pretty much an hour. So I'll have to check that out one day. Then going from the Runaways, so it's broken down movies, series, specials. So the expanding universe. I heard good things about the expanding universe. They have on here, oh look, Inhumans. Now that was interesting, right? I mean, supposed to be a movie. They made a show out of it, and it didn't work. Rocket and Groot, and here they are, XMen and Silver Surfer. So I'm pretty sure everyone remembers this one. This was the original XMen cartoon from 1992 to 1996, 5 seasons. Pretty much the most sought after show and most comprehensive show ever. I mean, like I remember watching this faithfully from the first episode, Night of the Sentinels. I would say all the way up to pretty much season 3. Then now season 4 does not really look too familiar, and I'm looking at some of these episodes are a little bit vague. Like, come on now, Weapon X, Lies, and Videotape. But some of them do look interesting. And it looks like that last season. Oh wait, the last season goes to how many episodes? It's season 4. Okay, season 4. Yeah, and then season 5. So I don't remember season 5 at all. Yeah, I don't remember season 5 at all. But I definitely remember season 4. And look, there's 25 episodes. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch season 4. I remember this one, Omega Red, and I remember this one, Omega Red and Wolverine fought in the submarine. So I was pretty much almost, so I was pretty much like 4 episodes away from the end of season 4, and this is pretty much the last episode I remember seeing. So X-Men, I mean, classic series. I added that to queue. And what was so funny about that was it was all about Jubilee and Wolverine. They've seemed to change that nowadays, right? It really did. Let me go back. And then next to that was Silver Surfer. So I remember, pretty much after X-Men stopped, the Silver Surfer came out. Silver Surfer, 1997, one season, Norrin Rad. And I actually just finished watching this yesterday. I went all the way to the end. And I probably can't do it, but let's see. I'll give you guys a little preview because this thing like irked my whole nerves. I wanted to see so bad how Silver Surfer ended because I only watched, pretty much to when they got to the point of Earth. And let's see. I'm gonna go straight to the end because you can't hear it. I don't have the audio hooked up. I just have my mic hooked up. So this is it. Last, minute or whatever. Yo, but what's so funny is about going back and watching these type of shows, you see the turmoil in people and how dramatic these cartoons were. Like, these cartoons were mad dramatic. These cartoons weren't for kids. So anyway, he's on this board and he finds this cosmic entity and he just shoots it with his cosmic power, and look what happens. He's just blasting that thing, surfing and blasting, and here it is. What's gonna happen? Thanos, mighty the insane Titan, Mad Titan, and the whole thing just blows up. And they just hit you with a big question, the end. Like, come on, man. Like, that, to me, that is the wackest, you know what I'm saying? The wackest ending for any show. Like, I understand, like, ratings get low, staff leaves, rumors start spiraling, but come on, don't just end it on the end question mark. But I guess they back by the comics, so we know the story doesn't end there. Whatever. But I really appreciated what they did with these comics, from the animation, the way the animation looks, the way the animation held up. There's so many things that they did right. All right, I'm trying to go back to where I was. It's taking a little while. All right, so that was Silver Surfer, and I'm looking forward to the next one that I watched. So those were two classics. So if you guys are looking for that, I would recommend watch that. The Incredible Hulk was another good show. 1996. So basically, it went X-Men 1992, 1996. Then it went The Incredible Hulk 1996. Then went Silver Surfer 1997. And I should add this to my list. So this was good. And this was I believe there was more than one season, but they only have one season on here. The first season must be owned by somebody else. So this is second season. But fact about the Hulk that I found in that show, that Iron Man gave Dr. Bruce Banner the equipment to build the gamma ray. That was big. That was a big one for me. And then they have the original SpiderMan. 1997 Spider-Man, which is really good. Then they also have the Mightiest Avengers, which is really good series too. It's pretty much, I'll actually say it's on par with X-Men. It might even be a little better, but now I actually never watched this. This is Iron Man. What year did this come out? This is 1994 Iron Man? No. Oh, this is what? I never watched this. I might have to add this. Honestly, I was never a big fan of Iron Man, but I might get into it. I was always Wolverine, but that's all they gave us. They only gave us Wolverine and those guys. So let's see. Trying to find the 1997 Spider-Man. Here he is. It's Ultimate Spider-Man. Here it is. This is the Marvel 1997 Spider-Man, 1995 Spider-Man. This is pretty much the best Spider-Man series ever. Now, they only have one series here, but I'm pretty sure it's got like 30 episodes. Let's see how many it's got here. And it ends with Madam Web, as it should. Oh yeah, this is really in depth too. Oh, they got 50 episodes, 54. So they didn't put one season, but they put the whole show in here. So 65 episodes for season 1, which is dope, like really dope. I mean, 65, like that's almost like Lost. I mean, that's 65 hours pretty much. Oh, it was only 30 minutes, so you're talking about 30 hours of content there, pretty much. And it goes into Secret Wars. So basically, if you want to know where they could possibly take the next Spider-Man, I mean, you can pretty much find out there. I do want to see the Marvel Rising with the Secret Warriors, and then Marvel Rising. What does it say? I can't read. It's kind of small. It says Marvel Rising Initiation. So this is pretty cool. Spider-Gwen, Squirrel Girl. So this is only 6 episodes, but I think this is most of their web content. That's cool. I might check it out. I might not. Let's see. Then Spider-Man Limited. They said I heard good things about that, so I'm gonna check that out. Now this is the 1967 Spider-Woman, so that's really old. And it must be the 1967 Spider-Man. So these are the old ones. What year did this one come on? This is Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. This is 1982. This is really old too. So they got a lot. I didn't realize they had that many Spider-Man shows. They had 84 Spider-Man. They had an 82. Like all these different ones. I'm just trying to find something like obscure. Wolverine and XMen. And then get to the movies. Marvel 3 years. Okay. So that's pretty much for the Marvel. So I'm going to go back to home. All right, here we go. So, and then I went to Disney, of course. Now, if you guys remember, I keep saying remember because I keep feeling like you guys, everybody watches this is the same age as me. But Disney took over the afternoons for kids. So it was like soon as you got home from school, you turned on the TV and what'd you see? Disney Channel. And I'm trying to fit 90s throwbacks. Maybe these are movies, or I want to see Mickey Mouse Through the Years, Princess and Fairy Tales, Disney Junior. I'll just go through here. I'll go through 90s throwbacks. So these are movies though. Flubber, Hocus Pocus, Newsies, Parent Trap, Blank Check, one of the first movies I ever saw in a movie theater. Tailspin, Heavyweights, classic movie. Goof Troop, Timon and Pumbaa, Gargoyles. Now everybody's talking about Gargoyles. And they're even trending right now. Hashtag save or bring back Gargoyles. Gargoyles, great series, 1994, 1996, 3 series. 3 seasons. And this was another show that I had wanted to see how it ended. I'm definitely not familiar that much with the season 3, but I can tell you that the last episode is here. So Gargoyles, a lot of people binging that. Let's see what else did they have on here. 90s throwbacks, okay. I said the Goof Troop. Darkwing Duck. That was another one that was trending. Darkwing Duck trending as well. 1991 and 1993. Definitely always a good show. I actually started watching this a lot right before they canceled it. And that was kind of how it always, like shows would be on, people been watching it, and then you start to watch it, you get into it, and they cancel it. That's usually how it works. Gizmo Duck. There's a lot of stuff going on there with Darkwing Duck. And of course, one of the greatest intros that you'll ever hear. That's right. And then let's see. So what else? Like Disney shows. They do have Bonkers. This was my other question. Did they have Bonkers? Same thing. I wasn't really messing with Bonkers, but you know what? Right after I got into it, and then they canceled it. Bonkers was actually dope. 1993. That was that long ago. Dang, 1993 was Bonkers. Yeah, I messed with Bonkers, yo. Bonkers ended up being really good. I feel like they should have done Bonkers instead of doing when they did the Animal Police with all the different animals in the I forget what it's called, Zootopia or something like that. But yeah, Bonkers was another good one. Crazy, but that look, I mean, come on, how funny is this? Crazy cops. Apparently, the cops been crazy. Oh man, let's see. Mighty Ducks was this was actually good a good series. All right, so then I'm not look all these Disney Channel series was before my was after my time. You know, I definitely like the classic Mickey Mouse. Um, and Disney Junior way after me, way after me. So let's see what they got. Live action movies, Muppets, anything Muppets, is classic. And I wonder if they have Muppets Take Manhattan. That's on the list for me. That's pretty much on the list for me. Muppets Most Wanted, Princess Diaries, Santa Claus 3, and Narnia. Okay, so they don't have it. Okay. Now let's see what else. I'm trying to think of what other shows could have been on here that was pretty obscure. Let's see. Pixar. I mean, let's see. I'll just go through hit movies, trending. Let's see what's trending right now. So Mandalorian, Avengers Endgame. Oh, this is the live action Lady and the Tramp. I must have missed that. Frozen 2's going to come out. Captain Marvel. And as you guys know, I'm not a big fan of Captain Marvel. The Simpsons. So this is pretty good. All the Simpsons episodes are pretty much up there. I didn't even know that Disney owned the Simpsons, but that's big. Aladdin, of course. That's So Raven. I've never heard of that show. Lava. Small Fry. High School Musical. The world according to Jeff Goldblum has been getting a lot of press too. He did sneakers, huh? So this is Jeff Goldblum. Curiosity leads him down the path to explore sneakers. I love how people are so fascinated with normal black culture. So this is and it looks like they're doing the same thing that they're doing with the Mandalorian, one episode a week. So this is a 12-part series. Jeff Goldblum pulls on the thread of familiar object to unravel a world of astonishing connections. Okay, great. I thought he had those Bose glasses on for a second. He might. I didn't take a look at his National Geographic, but honestly, anything that has to do with rock climbing or has to do with like mountains, I'm all for it. Free Solo looks amazing. Free solo climber prepares to achieve his lifelong dream, scaling El Capitan. I'm just gonna add that right now. Like such a beautiful, breathtaking, scene. Hostile planet drains the oceans. Dr. K's exotic examiner, dog whisperer, lost treasures of the Mayan. That actually probably dope. The journey of humankind. Science fair. Pretty much standard National Geographic stuff. Stonehenge, Titanic, Alexander the Great. Inside SpaceX, Raising Atlantis. These are all great, and I'll probably just watch those with my daughter with pancakes. But nothing that super sticks out. Pretty normal. Oh, Paris to Pittsburgh. This might be good. All right, so that was another section. National Geographic. What else we got here? All the hit movies, of course. And like I said, I'm not a big fan of Star Wars, but maybe I have to watch them in order. So I'll give it a chance. I'm done with Pirates of the Caribbean. I can't watch those anymore. I'm trying to think, what is a Star Wars movie that it was Utopia that I only watched once or was little known. Trying to see. Out of the vault. The vault is open. Disney used to make so much money claiming that the vault was closing. They would be like, yo, the vault is closing. Get the Lion King now. People literally had three of those soft cases, those large soft cases, just because they were like, yo, the vault's closing. People didn't even know what that meant. Um, but they just knew that that vault was closing. If you didn't want the vault to close, I actually like. Let me see if I can go back. I want to show you guys one of my favorite movies that I'm sure nobody really remembers. Um, of course, it was The Rescuers. Any Rescuer movie was top tier, right? Was top tier. Um, the true story section is pretty obscure. I can definitely tell that. But oh, what happened? It's me. I think my Chrome just automatically shut down. Don't worry, I'll just edit this part out. Wait for my Chrome. Uh-oh. Flash Player will no longer be supported after 2020. Oh wait, I wasn't even on YouTube. I was on Disney Plus. And we're back. So I'm looking for one of my favorite movies. And I wanted to see if they had it. I can't remember the name of it. But I know it was Disney Nature, Disney Channel, Disney Through the Decades, Princess Collection, Toy Story, Marvel, Muppets, Disney Channel, SpiderMan. Maybe it was Disney Original Movie Collection. Let's try this. They need to have a sort by year. Feature. Oh, they do. See? Oh, the geniuses. Don't look under the bed. And one of the titles just happened to be genius. Smart House. 13th Year. Can of Worms. Xenon. Halloween Town. Brink. You Lucky Dog. 2000s. These are all shows, though. And, I mean, my daughter put me on to Descendants, and I'm blown away how dope Descendants is. And we watched it pretty much like 3 or 4 times. Let's see, kids. Where should I put animation? Here we go. So I'm trying to find the deep Disney movies that I haven't seen in a long time. Here's one, The Black Cauldron. That's definitely a obscure, deep one. Atlantis, for some reason, I thought was pretty decent. Very deep. It's obscure. A Bug's Life, I thought was good. Let's see. Goofy. It's an extremely goofy movie. I'm talking about. Oh, this is DuckTales the movie. This right here. This probably, honestly, this is probably. And I gotta sneeze. Sorry. So DuckTales the movie, Treasure of the Lost Lamp. This is 1990. This is vintage right here. This is probably a top tier movie in life. This is probably like number 3 movie of all times. For real, for real. That was a good movie. I'm hyping it. Let's see. Home on the Range. That was a super obscure movie. They made that when they were like super failing. Oh, The Grace Mountain Detective. That was a great one. Goofy Movie. That was another great one. And you know, I knew they had a Lion King 2. I've never watched it. I'm gonna have to watch it. I knew they had Lady and Tramp 2 and never watched it. Wow, they even got Little Mermaid 2. I actually knew there was a lot of Little Mermaid movies because, I mean, like I said, I used to watch it with my daughter. Let's see. I'm trying to dig deep, y'all. Trying to dig deep. Oh, Proud Family movie. Recess. Recess is actually dope. I didn't know they was all grow down. Okay. Ratatouille should be higher ranked. I mean, Hit Rescuers should be higher ranked. Return of Jafar should be higher ranked. Robin Hood. This is a great one. I mean, Robin Hood was a great movie. 1973. That's how great it was. 1973. That's how great that movie was. Now, let's see. I'm trying to dig deep, y'all. Sword in the Stone, another great one. Tinkerbell. All these Tinkerbell movies. We actually watched Never Beast. That was good. Let's see. Where is it? Oh man, they're bugging. It must not be. It must not be. It must not have the rights to it. Oh, Oliver and Company. This is it. Oliver and Company. This was it. 1988. I won't say when I was born, but this is the first movie I remember going to see this in the movie theaters. Oliver and Company. So yeah, that was it. That's what I was looking for, to see if they had Oliver and Company. So yeah, so that's pretty much a quick preview of Disney Plus. I definitely think it's worth the money, especially if you have a family. Just every day, just get the family together and start watching some of your favorite movies, even if you watch it for just a little bit. But I think it's great family time. So yeah, so like I said, I'm the movie guru. This is the Movie Guru podcast. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and stay awesome.